in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the sticks. It's Flanagan. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like...
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Beck's going for the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Davis will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same. Both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Green. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the run, it's Terrell. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Second down, he'll throw it. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. And the returner will be brought down. Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The quick out. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but
breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's small.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 17 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Davis will throw. He lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Caught near the sideline, it's Terry. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Caught over the middle, it's... He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Davis looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in but couldn't quite get home. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Scores on the sneak.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snagged out of the air. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the returner is stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Reads it, fires complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Big fella moving. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Touchdown, Missouri! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll toss it to the left. Running to Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Jackson will throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
Yeah, and I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Stop trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terry.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going up top again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away. But there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense needs to hold its water and watch that football. It's now 2nd and 5. Davis looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Davis will throw. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
On the move, he fires. will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of